Okay, now we come to the last point of the presentation, which is getting barreled. Again, we have some factors you should consider. First point here is have a plan for flop to river before taking action. This also counts for getting barreled. Second, always ask yourself the question, is villain capable of triple barreling wide, and is villain capable of value betting thinly? Because if he isn't, his range will be pretty polarized most of the time when he's barreling, and that allows you to hero call more frequently. And the last question you should ask yourself is, how does my perceived range looks like? Because if villain thinks your range is pretty weak, he will be more likely to barrel. So we have two more handed history examples. In the first one we have 10-7 offsuit and we have no reads, and we're going ahead and call for 25 big blinds in the big blind, and we flop top pair on the king 10-8 board. I think there's nothing you can do besides check calling, and the ace hits on a turn. And even an unknown opponent I expect to double barrel this card quite frequently, so we're going ahead and call again. And the river pricks with the 5 of diamonds, and we face an all-in by villain. And at this point, I'm just folding. I don't expect the average opponent to be triple barreling too wide on this board without more reads. So I expect this range to be a lot of ace x, good king x, and also 2-pair combinations, and not a lot of bluffs. So I think it's just best to fold here. In the second hand, on the other hand, we face an aggressive opponent who barrels also quite frequently. So we will call it with 8-5 off in the big blind, and we check call the 9-8-3 board with a flush draw possible, and we face a king on the turn which didn't complete any possible draws, and villain bet again. So here, as he's pretty aggressive, I expect him to be double barreling his entire flop c-betting range, so we just go ahead and call again. And on the river, the ace hits. Again, no draw came in here, and we face an all-in. And I think at this point, his range is weighted towards missed draws, as he wouldn't jam 9x or 8x, or I wouldn't expect him without more reads. So his range is either ace x, king x, or a lot of air. And as I think he has more air in the spot than value, I go ahead and hero call. So that was it for the presentation, and now we'll go over some more hands together with it. Okay, we're back with some hand histories. This is a mixture of hands we played ourselves and from our students over the last couple of weeks. So let's begin. First we raised 8-5, pretty joy flop but without reads, still a good c-bet. Small c-bet is fine here. On the turn, what do you think here for the barrel?
Yeah, I'm going on with barreling here because there are a lot of maybe one-card straight draws and also one-card flush draws. We can get out by the river, and also I think 7x and weak 9x we can go by the river. It's important to note that this is a spot where you have to bet the river as well in most cases. Yeah, to make the turn bet profitable.
I agree. And also it's noteworthy that he only called the 32 bet, so his range is probably pretty weak, as I expect a decent amount of jack x to raise, 2-pair type hands, even a lot of flushes.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go ahead and barrel there. I think it's good. And
yeah, here you have to just ship it.
As we said on the turn, definitely mandatory river bet. Yeah, unfortunate, but we can expect really king jack here, as you should probably check raise that. And let's move on to the next hand. 9-5. Yeah, what do you think about the sizing here?
I think I would go smaller here. This flop is ace high in the dry one, so maybe 35, 32, something like that.
I agree.
Yeah. And on this turn card, I'm basically giving up because the board didn't change. And when I get called here, I mean, you can, maybe you're still some queen jack floats and you can get off the river, but he's not folding an 8 here. Maybe he has some kind of miracle deuce or something, so I'm just giving up.
And king x is always calling, so. And with like no equity at all, so I'm just giving up there. Here we decide to limp there, probably against the aggressive 3-better. Here we face a donk or a lead in the limp pot. I guess check raising or calling here with the backdoor flush draw and over should be fine.
Yeah, I think I tend to call with the two backdoor draws we have here, but without those, I mean without the flush draw, I'm more towards raising. But I think, yeah, both is fine, but here with the two draws I'm calling.
And we turn open ender and we then decide to check. Yeah, I think it's a pretty clear barrel. If he has a value hand here, he's probably continue on this turn as the board is really draw heavy now. And yeah, I think
I'm still betting big here.
Yeah.
60 maybe.
Yeah, I think the check here is a mistake. So definitely go ahead and bet this turn. On the river, let's see what he does. He checks. I don't see a point in betting there.
I think. And you never get credit for those check turn bet river lines mostly, so
especially on this draw board.
Yeah.
So you can even maybe get calls from like king high ace high a lot of the times.
Sure.
Yeah, and especially this sizing. I mean, this will always
even queen high is calling here.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I guess he fold like 3-4 or 6 high or so, I think, in this spot.